What is going on, you guys? It's your boy, Less Than the Best Jester here, and we're back with episode 39 of the Let's Play series. Today we are at the Guardian Farm area. So I have done a bit of work on here. I started by adding in our grass. I've terraformed it a bit to be mostly realistic around just the edges and these other parts, because they are a block in difference. I added this little pathway all the way around. I started furnishing a little bit of the inside as well, adding some of these, adding the grass in here, and as well as these arches. And the other thing I've been doing is starting off a farm over here. So this area that I hollowed out and I've started filling in with the cyan concrete will be a kelp farm. Now I'm not gonna pretend like kelp is super important, or even that I'll be doing something cool with it, meaning anything useful. I won't be. This is mostly just so I can have a kelp farm if I ever need it. I guess you could make it into an XP farm or have it be like a substitute for coal, but we have a bamboo farm already. We have plenty of farms that do just fine for XP. This will just be kind of a fun one. I have a plan already, so I've started some of the redstone already. I'll get into the specifics of what the redstone is later, but more or less this is where the kelp farm will be for our build. I still have quite a bit of other furnishings and things to do. I'm not sure what to do with all this open space. Obviously this is our Guardian farm here in the middle, but there's a lot of extra area here which I'm not really sure what to do with. I'm thinking for just these grassy areas, I'll just maybe add some paths and some trees just to liven it up a little bit. I don't have a master plan for what I'm going to be doing with all of this area. Might just put some trees out here, but I probably should do something more unique than just leave a big empty space in these kind of the inside of our build. But anyway, I'll get more to that later. I just wanted to introduce our kelp farm. This will be kind of one big part of our episode. The other part of our episode, which will be related to this, is that we are actually low on iron and on redstone. So I'll have to do some old school exploring. Normally I would just try to make some kind of overpowered farm and just never have to need redstone or iron ever again, but the farms for redstone is a witch farm, which is difficult, and I don't feel like doing that one yet. And I don't really feel like doing an iron farm because those tends to I don't know, kind of breaks the game a little bit. Not that I haven't already broken the game, but I don't know. I feel like there's some moral quandary with making a huge iron farm. So we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to explore some new chunks. I did upgrade to 1.20, so this is like the Tales and Trails update or whatever. I'm not even sure what's in there, but we can explore, maybe find some cool caves, go out and find a bunch of iron, a bunch of redstone, the old-fashioned way. So I'll just do some caving this episode. Maybe I can try to find a notch apple or maybe some other cool other stuff that you can only find in caves. I'm not really sure what else that is, but we will I'll discover that hopefully when I start caving. But anyway, yeah, so one half will be this kelp farm. I'll keep working on this and kind of building up the parts. It's still got the skeleton outline right now, and the other half will be me exploring the old-fashioned way and getting some iron and some redstone. So anyway, that's the episode for today, and I will check back in once I've made some progress on something. Alright guys, I've made some progress on my kelp farm. I definitely ran out of repeaters and I ran out of hoppers. So we're going to have to go exploring to get some iron and some redstone. I'll give more input on what this kelp farm is, but I'm calling it the zipper farm. And if you have an eye for redstone, maybe you can see why. Yeah, I'll get more into the internals later, but it's not very complicated. It's pretty repetitive, and I'm not really inventing anything new. It's also just certainly not the most efficient design. I'm not going for efficiency. I'm just kind of going for novelty. As is the case with most of my builds, like this build itself isn't the most efficient design. It's just, it is like just unique. So that's just kind of the MO of my entire Minecraft career, I suppose, is to make stuff that is unique and not necessarily efficient. That being said, I am going to start exploring. So I'm just going to kind of head off in a direction, grab some food. I might clear out my ender chest, get things prepped so that we can be out exploring for a while, and then I'll probably only just record any parts where I find something interesting, or if I hit a checkpoint, or if I die or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, here goes nothing. Alright, well, I'm going to do a voiceover this part because why not? So, first things first, found this ravine, jumped in, got some iron, got some more iron, a lot of iron getting, just got these snippets together, why the hell not? Did some exploring. For some reason the lighting's all messed up. You can see the torches in my hand, but it wasn't lighting up. Anyway, that was enough of that ravine. Next ravine. This is a pretty terrible voiceover. More iron. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going after anyway, so you'll see a lot more where this came from. I kind of got sick of recording the parts where I would mine iron. Actually, this part is where I was talking about some bullshit. I think I was complaining that mining has gotten too easy if you're wearing full netherite, which of course it is, but anyways, I think I said it felt like punching down, which is fair. But anyway, mining more iron, a lot more where this came from. Dark caves. I think I'm still an old generation at this point. I haven't gotten in any new chunks because these are pretty beta caves, so I was hoping for some better ones. Sped through this part, yada yada yada. Found this enderman, killed him without him touching me because I'm a Chad. And now we're back on the plains. I think at this point I got pretty sidetracked. I was trying to kill these rabbits. I'm not sure why, but for some reason I got fixated. Spent like 10 minutes killing rabbits. Plenty more where that came from. I got like a little montage. Yep, killing rabbits here. You know, no one's safe. But next, I think I found this super cool area that is where my mega base will be in, I don't know, 20 episodes or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty cool landscape stumbled upon. So then I used my ender pearl trick to launch myself into outer space pretty much, and ended up in the middle of it all. So back to the trident jumping to find another cave, yada yada yada, more of the same. I think I eventually found a llama. That's pretty cool. Decided I'm not gonna do anything with it because I have no use for a llama, so whatever. Looks like new generation, so pretty sure it is because this doesn't look old. So anyway, yeah, I decided to dig straight down because why not? I was out of options, so at that point I was just looking for more interesting caves. Yeah, pretty much stumbled upon one pretty fortunately. I think I actually ended up digging around the exact hole in the ground, which was pretty convenient. Not sure how I did that, but yeah, I somehow managed to just randomly mine into the perfect opening. But yeah, found a bunch of more iron here, bunch of creepers, you know, nothing new. Dripstone caves. Nice thing, I grabbed some dripstone while I was down there, nice and easy. Found some diamond and decided that I wasn't going to leave it there. I might as well take it. Not that I'd need it, but you know, why not? Anyway, found some underwater caves, pretty cool. Not that it's easier to mine underwater, because it's not, but I thought, what the hell, you know, might as well swim around a little bit. But yeah, explored this some, and can't remember what I was looking for here. Yeah, nothing much, but I don't know. Ended up getting out of it, finding some new area, found a geode, pretty cool. I'm not gonna remember the coordinates of this because they're all over the place, but yeah. Cut forward. Now I found a desert temple. Gonna go raid it. You know what else was I supposed to do with it? I don't think this one had anything good in it, if I recall correctly, but it's a bunch of junk. Solo TNT though, so why not? I think I got one of those armor trim things. Yeah, Dune armor trim. I'm not sure what those things even are, but I grabbed it. I think I found another one at some point too, so whatever. Yeah, bunch of junk in here. Nothing super helpful. Not sure why I'm still looking in chests. Anyway, the next thing I found was a village. Raided their blacksmith chest. Just got a diamond, something slight. On to the next one, which was stealing this beehive. And after I avoided the treacherous zombies, I found this interesting desert temple in the middle of the water. Pretty interesting spawning, but found another one of those doom trim things, but that's pretty much it. Next I found this abandoned village, which is kind of cool, and I found a donkey. And originally I was going to leave the donkey alone, but I said, hey, you know, might as well take the donkey and bring it back home. I'm not sure why I decided to do this, but, you know, what the hell. Anyway, so here's me taming the donkey. Pretty standard stuff. Then this zombie came along as soon as I tried to, as soon as I got it. Stole a saddle from the desert temple and rode the donkey home. It has pretty terrible specs, I can tell, because it can't even jump over like a one block thing. So it's a pretty garbage donkey, but it made it back, I guess. I fell in this ravine on the way back on accident, but ended up doing fine with this. I just thought this was a weird look. Kind of looks like an ant, you know? This is like what Minecraft would look like if you were an ant, if they added ants to the game. Not that this has any relevance or is even that cool, but I don't know, I just thought it was stupid. I kind of zoned out at this point because I've been riding this donkey for so long, it was kind of boring, so I was looking for something to entertain me. And I was like 5,000 blocks away, so don't hate me. But anyway, ended up making back alright. Got the donkey back into its thing, gave it a name. I think I just called it Donkey Idiot. Yep, there it is, bada bing, bada boom, and that's it. Alright guys, we are finished up with our mining expedition for this time. So I could have gone a little bit more, but I decided that enough was enough and we got enough stuff. So here is our haul. I put it all in the chest just for clarity. So we got quite a bit of iron. Some of this mixed deep slate and regular ore makes it the numbers a little confusing, but we got, looks like about 15 or so stacks. Got probably 4.5 stacks of redstone ore. Got some diamonds too. I got 1 stack of gold just for shits and giggles. Got some dripstones. I found a bunch of rabbits on the way, so I got a few more. Not that these are useful, but they're nice. These are what I found, just some dungeons, some horse armor, and some discs. Grabbed a little bit of copper, because why not? And then, I don't know jack shit about these armor trim things, but I found 2 of these in desert temples along the way, so we have those. And I was scouring around in some old chests, and I found some extra redstone blocks. These will be useful, but I'll pretty much just fortune all of these and start smelting them. I will probably use our super smelter, because why wouldn't I? So I'm gonna first fortune all of them, get all the ores down to their constituent raw parts, and then I will smelt them all, and then we will go back to working on our kelp farm. But yeah, pretty good haul, not too bad. It was nice to get back into the classics of mining like the old days, but yeah, pretty good. So on to the next thing. It is all done. Here is the, well, it's not all done, but it's mostly all done. It's all done for this episode, at least. Anyway, yeah, here is the kelp farm. Here's what it looks like from up top. Kind of blends in a little bit. In retrospect, maybe I should have built it, have it going up a little higher so we could see the top of it, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. Let's go down and check out the actual redstone and the function behind it. It's not very clever. It's pretty, actually, vanilla, I suppose. But it does work, and it is, as far as I know, a unique design. It's unique in the fact that it is inefficient, because I don't know who would actually design it this way. But basically the way it works is I have one of these controls the dispensers below it, and the other one controls all the pistons. So let's see if I can get this right. Oh yeah, this button here controls all of the dispensers. So when I click this button, all of the dispensers that are with the push into the kelp will be triggered. And the way it goes, it kind of goes in a little wave, so they're all separated by one repeater. So if I press the button once, this dispenser trigger, then 1 tick later this dispenser trigger, and it goes all the way down. That's why you can kind of hear it coming all the way down and going all the way back. It's because there's kind of a big wave, so you can kind of see it a little bit. It kind of grows in these interesting ways where it, you know, it goes out one way and back the other. But anyway, yeah, the dispensers bone meal it all up, so I could just bone meal all the way up to the top, which I guess I can go ahead and do. By the way, it takes a ton of bone meal, which I'm not even close to finishing these, like filling these up, but it is what it is. And then the harvesting mechanism, which is this button, controls the pistons. So that controls yeah, these pistons here. So in the same way, it goes out and back, so it starts in the middle, so all the soul sand controlled by the pistons here will get pushed out. So basically each piston will push out the soul sand. The soul sand will break the kelp and cause a soul sand elevator to form, and the kelp will all kind of pillar up and then fall out of the center there, and then it'll ripple all the way down. So every other spot on this side has a piston, every other spot on that side has a piston. So I'm only gonna do this once because it does take a while to redo, but hopefully you can get the view of it. But see, it takes out half of all the blocks, and on the way back down it takes out the other half, and it forms those soul sand elevators ever so quickly. So the kelp flows up. Some of it doesn't make all the way up. The next step is to be kind of extending this pulse so that it lasts long enough. But the idea is that the kelp rains down like that, you know, kind of as if, you know, money's raining on you or something like that. But it says there's kelp, but I'm not sure. Again, the principle behind this isn't it's some genius kelp farm. It's just I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool, but I could easily hook this up to like a collection system of some kind with a bunch of hoppers, but I just thought it'd be cool for have the novelty of the kelp raining on you. So can imagine maybe I'll change the texture to this to be like money or something, and then it could be money raining down on me. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, that's the kelp farm pretty much. I'm not gonna use this a whole bunch because kelp's mostly useless. Well, at least with the way we've structured our system here, we're not going to rely on it for fuel or anything like that, but we do have a kelp farm now, so that's kind of that. Anyway, one more thing to finish off this episode. I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing on the nether roof side of things, which there is a development there. So I'm going to cut once I'm on top of the nether. Alright, we are here. For those of you that watch my video game therapy series, you know what this is. I've been removing this bedrock slowly and surely, and I ended up removing all of the bedrock in this chunk. So once I did that, I went ahead and started mining down. So I got this pretty cool cross section that goes all the way down, and it goes all the way down actually to our nether hub. So that area down there that you see, that is the corner of our nether hub, which was kind of the strategy with this, was so that I could attach another roof to our nether hub in a pretty big way. But yeah, I'm eventually just gonna dig it all down to bedrock because I don't know why not. But the idea for this area out here, which I might start next episode, I'm not sure when, or yeah, not really sure when, but I might do it next episode, is that this is a nether wastes region across this line, and this would be the opportune place for a gold farm of some kind. Now, the issue with gold farms that I've realized is really, you know, in order to choose a proprietary design, i.e. one that I make up, I'm going to make some serious sacrifices in efficiency. So I'm not going to be copying someone else's design so I get a ton of a super efficient gold farm. My idea is to make a relatively inefficient gold farm, but to make it on a large enough scale to where it can produce a lot of gold for us. So I still want to be an actual useful thing, because gold actually is a very, very helpful thing to have, especially now with piglin bartering and such. It is pretty useful material, so I want to have a lot of it. So anyway, I'm kind of planning on building an overkill gold farm. I can't build it here because this is the wrong biome, but I can build it right here, and I can funnel it over. Maybe I'll have the collection system or something here, and then that can lead to a piglin trading hall down here on the bottom. Now, hopefully this doesn't kill me. Yeah, I don't think it will. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, so the gold gold farm will be over there, but then the collection system will be here, and I think down here we'll have like our piglin trading hall in our nether hub. So we have kind of our little biomes over here. We have our nether wart farm and some collection stuff here, which I still kind of need to clean up a little bit. I don't know what's going to go there, but for right now, I want the Piglin trading hall to go here. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put underneath this, maybe something else, but yeah, that's kind of the plan with this. We'll probably get into it next episode a little bit. I'm not really sure what the whole plan is, but that's where we're going to start. But yeah, just want to update you guys on this part of the bedrock. And it took a long time, but I think it's worth it. It's nice to have this whole thing open to the sky, and should give us some interesting opportunities to utilize this space. But anyway, I'm going to call it there for this episode. Kind of done a lot. I want to get this one out there. Not that I'm on any kind of rush, but you know, it's a good stopping point. I feel like there's not much else I'm going to do this episode. But anyway, thanks for watching. Tune in next time, and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and peace out.